Sorry, my connection sucks. So I'm here today with our newest assistant director at my center, and I'm just going to ask her some questions. We're in our infant room. I've had a bunch of you guys ask me about how we pull off our infant room without any kind of contraption so we don't have swings or bouncy seats. So I'll show you that in a little bit. But I'm going to ask Alana some questions about being new to management. She's been having some fun new experiences managing. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? What's your first impression?
Um, I think if you stay on track and what you need to do, I think you get caught up very, very easy. And if you don't wait for, a day or two or even half a day, then you get caught up with everything.
Yeah, so just staying on track and not falling behind. What do you think so far your biggest challenges of being new to management?
Employees?
Just dealing with
Yes,
employees?
they like to play with our minds.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And playing, so have you had any of the playing mom against pa type of thing going on?
Yes, yes, there is.
So what do you think we could have done to better prepare you?
Like training could be, and just stay with my own opinion, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, and so
And so how do you think we've done well in training you to take?
oh yeah, very well, very well. And so because being here for a long time, like I've learned from you a lot, and watching Brandy and helping Brandy with other things, I actually learned from that.
Yeah.
Like
Just watch it. Yeah.
And my biggest thing is the computer and payments.
Oh,
I'm
right,
almost
right,
like,
right.
Brandy, I always call her for things like that because I don't want to mess it up.
So the classroom management stuff isn't hard. It's just like the tech,
Yeah.
like the computer
Yeah.
part of it. Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah.
So just so that everybody understands, Alana has actually worked with me for 11 years. So she really does know my policies, procedures, and different things really, really well. So let me think. What's another good question for a new? And anybody, you guys can type in any questions you would like to know from somebody who she's only been an assistant director for a couple months now. And we recently transitioned where I am playing the role of owner instead of owner and director. And so my assistant director of 11 years also was promoted to director, and then we promoted Alana to assistant. So what do you think is working well with the transition, like having you guys as director and assistant and me transitioning to owner?
With me and Brandy, we work really, really well because then she, communication.
Yes,
Communication is the key to everything. Yeah, so she she delegates to me what she can do. So we work together. Like if she can do it, I'll do it, and then it gets done. Like filing things, I need if there's certificate, she gives it to me, and it's done.
Right.
There's nothing like piling up on the side and stuff. But like the biggest thing, like kind of challenge is more like the how the staff likes to ask me questions, and then they get the answer, and then they go to Brandy and ask the same questions.
Right.
And they get they're just trying to play
Mom against pop.
Yeah.
So basically it's just like, so if they don't like the answer one of you give, they try to go to the other one. And that's why I created your guys' job descriptions, so that there's certain things she's in charge of and certain things you are, so that they shouldn't be able to do that. But
I like it because I follow it
everything. Right. Yeah, it's so detailed.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much why, so that you can tell them what okay, so another funny question for you. So since you've worked for me for so long, you've seen me own 3 different centers. Yes. Where do you think I've gotten better? And like so you've seen me really grow over the years as an owner. What do you think that I've been like, how did I get, and you've seen us really struggle.
Yes.
And now to having a good, successful center, in your opinion, where do you think that change happened?
I think because you trust us to, to stay. Like even not just like for good and bad, like we're here for you. Like some people don't do that. Like some owners
Right.
don't they're just my my worker that they don't, there's some other mean for it, but like it's just like I think I seen you grow more on as a owner, like because you have a big heart.
Yeah.
If you know Evelyn, she would say come in without even paying, just because of the children,
Oh,
because
right.
stuff like that. But
Right.
I think with all the things that we've been through, up and downs, I think it's part of growth
The
that
growing,
you've been,
right. So I'm not
we've
as nice anymore.
no, but like at the same time, there's a balance for
Right.
you grow with the balance, like you're not.
Oh, right. Where I still have compassion, but I don't let everybody walk all
Yeah,
over me.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you make a mistake, if you don't own it, you gotta go.
Yes. Right.
Like it's
right,
not like, oh,
right.
it's okay. Like you used to do that.
Right. No, and I think
So-
that is my big thing is accountability, and that's just one thing I've really learned is we just have to be accountable. So Annette is asking, does the assistant have a set of responsibilities? Yes, I have very detailed job descriptions.
3 pages.
3 pages long. Her job description is 3 pages long. So my director has her set of job description and her duties, which is also about 3 pages long. And then the assistant director also has her job duties. And with both, I've actually even broke it down into a calendar.
Yeah.
So they actually have like month to month what I expect completed by the end of each month. I see Kristen. Kristen just popped on.
Hi, Miss Kristen. And not just only that, I don't just do like whatever is on paper. I also go in the classroom. I also go do the cleaning. I'm all over.
Does whatever needs to be done. Yeah. And that's something. Yeah. Just it has to do whatever. But yeah, we do have a very detailed set of job responsibilities. So there's Miss Kristen gave us a heart. So growth wise, you think I guess I've become more professional in a way where I used to be, I did let everybody walk all over us and I didn't enforce, which was very hard. So, and with the staff, where do you think that I've gotten, I guess, where did we grow since, and one of the things like I've talked to you guys about earlier this week is how, for the conference, I was asked to do something on employee retention since our employee retention is so good. Why do you think that is? Especially with consider some of the new people we have that came from other centers. Why do you think our employee retention is so good?
I think because we are very, very family oriented, and we give people, like new people, the new staff, we give them a chance.
Right.
We don't just. We used to be, like we talk about.
The mean
we
girls?
used to be like eyebrows up.
Yeah.
And then like testing them, but it's more important to just adapting new people to get
training them.
Yeah. So, which is good.
Our new hire training, which we're going to be doing new stuff for.
More new
I'm always changing everything. Yeah, we're going to be videotaping it. So
lovely.
Yeah. You're going to make videos.
Oh, awesome. Yay.
So just adapting to the new hires and helping them to stay. So why have you stayed for so long?
I stayed for so long because I love what I do. I love children. Not just, we used to say, I love children when you get interviewed and it doesn't work. Like, I really love what I do. Well, from the first time I worked with you to now, like, I wish I knew that before I worked with you. And now I have learned so many things, and like I can't even, like, I am in awe of how my brain expanded.
Yes, how much
all
we've all
these
grown.
years.
Yeah.
Yes, but yet there's still more to grow.
Right.
There's still more to grow, and then the trainings that we take here and there, it's like, it's not even like, oh, I know that. It's like a refreshment.
Right.
And even though we've done so many trainings, the same thing, it's still like, oh my gosh, I missed that. Like the last time, it's like, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's why did I miss that? Like, and it's always something new. Even though you take the same class all the time, it's something new you learn.
Right. So making you guys take the same trainings over and over.
Yes.
It actually works.
Yeah. And just have as a mom, like,
Right.
I wish I've learned these things when my girls were little,
Yes, me too. I
because
know.
like
Me too.
I could go back in time and just do it all over again,
Right.
but I can get pregnant, so hello.
Yeah. Okay, so Annette is asking, when you say family oriented in terms of the staff, what do you
Hmm.
mean by that?
Like, we are like, we treat each other as a family. Like, if you work for us, like, in a month, to me,
You
for
become
me,
family. Yeah.
anyway, I treat them as a family. Like, some of our teachers don't have family close,
Right.
so they always, I don't know, maybe because they come to me for things and I get to know them like
Right.
right away, and then like it just becomes, they become close to me and stuff.
We become a community. We really,
Yeah.
really do. And then the other thing too is that one of my philosophies is that my staff's family has to come first. So I think we have a really good grasp on the fact that work has to be second to family. And I think that's where we have a really good retention also, because we just recognize that our personal families have to become before Zuin and our center. So
Yeah.
that helps a lot, I think.
And also, like, we're all, well, most of us are mothers, and so we have our own struggles, and I think, talking to each other and
Yes.
sharing things, and like, relate to what they're going through, like,
Yeah.
we've been through that, and so we can share, like, and offer yourself that you're always
Right.
there for them. To me, and like, that's how I do it. Like,
Right.
I offer myself, like, I'm always here to listen or to whatever,
Right.
you know
Right. And I
so
think that's a big part of our philosophy, where
yeah.
we want everybody to grow. It does backfire on me. I have to say that, like, I have empowered several ladies. We do programs, so we do help ladies go through college, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they do outgrow us. Empower. Sometimes they grow beyond what we have, which is okay though. I mean, and that's something that I'm proud of too. See them go on to bigger and better things that I can't provide here. Thing too. So okay, so I'm going to move on to the classroom, because I have a lot of people asking about our infant rooms, since it's really hard to imagine if you have an infant room that has swings or bouncy seats or like the big table like we used to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to envision what an infant room can look like. And so I'm in our newest one. This actually used to be one of our offices, and I really didn't like having our little tiny babies. We are licensed from birth. I didn't like having them combined in our main infant room, so I changed this office into a little baby infant room. And Alana actually helped me design it. She was the first one in here, so she really helped me. But this is our Joey classroom. Alana actually made that. So that is like that. So talk about that. What that thing when you made it? It was for.
It was, so this one, I've learned this through CDA. So they have a video of a classroom that has a theme. Theirs is more, fancy, but I can't find anything. So I just use I just, what is this called?
It's just foam.
A
It's like the
foam, like,
foam. Yeah.
yeah. And so for, like, the pipe, and just make it in a circle, and I put some, like, Walmart bags inside it so it can stay. But now it's been played so much, so it looks
Yeah.
funky.
It's.
So the babies can lay down on their backs, and they can play, and they can look at the colors, and it's a mobile, and they love it. Like, they're mesmerized with it.
So if you notice, everything in the room is at their eye level. So nothing, like, the walls are pretty much everything that's hanging on the wall. And Alana and I are actually sitting on the floor, so you can see we are at their eye level. It's all very low. We have little pack and plays in here. We just had, I found some like really small ones like that here. Even our little rocking chair over here is pretty low to the ground. So that's where we basically have to spend a lot of time on the floor. That's what it really takes, is just spending the time with the children and having low ratios. That's really how you're going to pull off not having a swing, not having bouncy seats, not having like the table where it confines babies, but it really is the highest quality when you don't have confining contraptions for babies. That's how they just develop and grow the best. And that's where you know that they're getting that time and attention that's so important to them. The other thing too is if you ever decide to go for a quality rating like QRAS or accreditation, they really don't allow any kind of contraptions. So, establishing yourself strong from the beginning is it's really the way to go. It's just easier if you never have to go through getting rid of that stuff. We went through that, and that was so. What do you when we got rid of it? What do you think that was hard? Or?
So much better.
It's better, right?
Yeah, so much better because here, like there's only four, so they don't sleep the same time.
Right.
So you have time to do one-on-one, not just putting them in a bouncy or in a swing. You actually interact with the infant.
Right. It really
which
does.
Is important.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it so that you are in. So I think at first when we went this route, we were really scared and we didn't, I don't know, we were kind of resistant, but now I agree. It's so much better quality. And, one of the things that I was talking to somebody earlier about today is they're really afraid to improve quality because it's expensive. But what I was pointing out to them is that it was one of the best moves we made when we really decided, when I stopped being scared of spending the money and I decided to really focus on quality. It really improved my bottom line. I did actually in turn start making more money because I wasn't worried so much about it anymore. And so it was one of the best decisions. Miss Tina's on. Say hi, Miss Tina. We miss you too. Let's see. I love that you're showing the classrooms. Aw, thanks, Miss Tina. So yeah, this is our Joey's for our little baby infants. It's for under 6 months. My other room is actually up and running right now, so I can't show you that one because the babies are in there right now. But this one's closed for the evening. So if you guys have any other questions or anything, feel free to message me. And maybe after hours, I can take a picture of our other infant room. It's probably, 4 times the size, right? Our other infant room is actually licensed for 21, but I only take 8 in there just to keep the quality good. We did try to take 21 once upon a time, but it was awful.
That was, yeah.
Let's see. Annette says, we will not have any containers for our babies. It has been my practice for years. Oh, good for you, Annette. It really,
nice.
We think we need them, but we don't. We really don't. So good for you. So we are going to sign off, but if you guys have any questions or just send me a message, I'd be happy to answer. Bye.
Bye, guys.